This press conference is addressed by Intercontinental Leadership Initiative. This is due to the postponement of our National Peace Walk and Dialogue that was scheduled to hold on the 1st and 2nd of February 2022. Incidentally, due to reasons beyond our control, we decided to shift the Peace Walk, which was supposed to start off today from the old parade ground and end at the Unity Fountain. Tomorrow actually was supposed to be for the dialogue. However, we postponed, like I said, due to reasons beyond our control. Now, Intercontinental Leadership Initiative is situated at Suite A3, Houghton Suite by Wyndham Old Saad Junction, Area 3, Gariki, Abuja. And this press conference is held today, 1st February 2023. Now, the title is The Rationale for Postponement. Now, this has been the text of the press conference by Intercontinental Leadership Initiative Lead Trustee, my humble person, Prince Stafford Jeddah Bison, today, 1st February 2023, titled Rationale for Rescheduling. Now, in the words of Shigeru Miyamoto, he said, a delayed game or event is eventually good, but a bad game is bad forever. And so we rescheduled, and we know that the delay might have caused some inconveniences in some quarters to certain persons which we have already invited. However, we want to believe that in future we'll be able to get it done rightly. Greetings to you all, ladies and gentlemen of the press. I want to start by saying that Intercontinental Leadership Initiative team, that is the organizing team, thought it wise to organize this press release, having postponed our Peace Walk and Dialogue conference to prepare the minds of Nigerians positively towards the general election scheduled for February 25th, 2023 and March 11, 2023. Our thinking was based on the hiccup caused by scampering of the US and UK and other European citizens, from their countries, asking them to withdraw their citizens from Nigeria, declare Nigeria an unsafe place before, during, and after our elections. Now, we at Intercontinental Leadership Initiative felt that it was not for the best interest of Nigeria and it's not best for our global image. Therefore, we planned the Peace Walk and Dialogue in partnership with National Orientation Agency and others. And we are very grateful to the National Orientation Agency and the NTA for their absolute support and for standing by us. We, however, constrained by some factors beyond our control to reschedule the event. In our planning, we wrote to all political parties and their presidential candidates, in which we requested for the attendance of the following: the national chairman of all the 18 political parties that are fielding their presidential candidates, the national women leaders of all those parties, the national youth leaders of all the parties, and of course the presidential candidates who are all critical stakeholders to the event we were organizing. They are stakeholders and they were our major targets in order to disseminate information to them. Also, it is for us to tell everybody here that one of the reasons we're actually postponing this is because none of the political parties or their presidential candidates sent any acknowledgement to the letters we wrote to them. None of them sent any acknowledgement or letter to them. Now, apart from that, we are also yet to get the police clearance on walking the streets, because there's a set ban on movement of large crowds on the street without due clearance. So, due to these factors, we decided to postpone. Of course, with the attacks and counter-attacks at campaign rallies, we are trying to assuage it by this Peace Walk and Dialogue, which unfortunately have not held. But we are believing that in the nearest future, we're going to get it done. Now, the serious efforts of patriots behind the National Peace Accord, we're talking about our fathers who are members of the National Peace Committee, had equally been messed up by politicians, because they call politicians to come and sign the Peace Accord, and after signing the Peace Accord, they go on and still continue to perpetrate violence, either using their subjects or their followers. Now, the security agencies also have not been very helpful over this matter. But one thing we had come to reckon with is that we pay a lot of lip service to our nationhood and future generations as Nigerians, giving excuses when we should be acting instead of giving excuses. That was why I wanted every political party, president, aspirant to come and walk the peace talk to send the right signals, to their followers that indeed they want a peaceful general election. Now, that general excuse that we are too busy, even to the detriment of our country, is not good enough. As he said, we are like the Roman generals who are busy winning and dining while Rome was burning. And so we are saying we need to have a change of attitude towards all of that. Now, considering the foregoing, we therefore thought it wise to reschedule the event to the 5th and the 6th days of April 2023. We salute the courage of our founding fathers, whose sacrifice has seen us to this height. We pray that may your bold steps and labor never be in vain.
Further to what the lead trustee had said, there is no amount of money that can be paid to salvage the country Nigeria from an outburst. But what is going on now seems as if there is no rest, and coupled with a lot of socio-economic factors, this country needs peace. If something happens to Nigeria, the whole of the West African coast will be in very serious danger. We ourselves are experiencing so much, talk less of expanding it to our neighbors, our neighboring friends. So we are of the opinion that even if we are going to have a peace walk and dialogue throughout the year, that is after the election, it will have more meaning. Because now you heard in the address that we pay so much of lip service to matters besetting Nigeria. And it is time we have to change our mindset. Our attitudinal change starts from you and I, so that we can have a more robust Nigeria. For some of us who are of this age now, we know what we went through. It was a very smooth ride, but now our youths, our women, everybody is aware of cashless policy and the danger it had brought to us, even though it was a right step, taken in the right direction, but now being hijacked. We are afraid if we allow hoodlums to hijack this election, which we give it to INEC, that it is doing its utmost best to enable us have a free, fair, and credible election. And the results should be admitted that we did our very best as a nation. Peace we need, war we do not want. Thank you.
The relevance of peace anywhere cannot be overemphasized. And so the whole idea of the peace walk was to bring all Nigerians together, like it's mentioned, like the trustee mentioned, to bring us all together from the 36 states, and we call all the leaders, political leaders, come together and walk the talk. That was the essence of it, and that's still going to be the essence of it. Like he said, even after the elections, that's when we need the peace the more. And so we will emphasize that after the elections, we all come together again, and we still walk our talking. We walk what we have been talking about, the peace in question, we walk it, and then we still dialogue on the way forward, how to better our country. That's what we want. Like Ernest Hemingway would say, war is an ill wind that blows no one no good. We don't need war. All we need is peace. And so we must do everything as our founding fathers have done in the past to ensure that we live peacefully, we coexist together and live harmoniously as one united and indivisible Nigeria.
The purpose of the peace work in Nigeria these days is for us to come together, because right now Nigeria is so widely divided. We need to come together, the North, the Muslim, the Christian, let everybody come together, let us work. Maybe at the purpose of working, we may be discussing the issue of Nigeria. Before you know it, at the end of the work, we may end up saying, let us settle this matter amicably.
Intercontinental Leadership Initiative is a non-government organization fully registered with the Corporate Affairs Commission with the registration number CATIT number 100666. We promote good governance and sensible democracy through several developmental projects and programs. I want to say thank you for your time, thank you for your ears. God bless you as we end this press conference. Thank you.